Hello, hello, and thank you for making the time to join us today. As promised, we will be going through some few points and then we look at what you're entitled to claim when you work from home. Yeah. As usual, I'll be sharing my screen with you so that we can go through the points. Thank you. So just bear with me as I share my screen with you. I'm going to just play the short video that I've made and then we'll go through the point together. So just I promise you we'll learn a few things today. Okay. So the first thing I want us to look at is yesterday we looked at what you'll be entitled to claim. You know, the expenses that you can claim when you spend you use your money to buy something for work directly without getting any reimbursement. You said you can claim tax relief on that. And then the second one is when you've incurred the expenses, but your employer reimburse you, but they reimburse you through payroll. So because you pay tax on it, you can claim the tax relief on that as well. Today we want to look at first of all how, assuming you are entitled to claim a tax refund, how can you claim it? Yeah. We're going to look at two ways that you can claim it. The first one that we want to look at is claiming tax relief through pay as you earn. So let me continue to share my screen and see what we have on the screen. Yeah. So pay as you earn. If you normally will go through the pay as you earn if you are an employee. Yeah. And if you're an employee and let's say you don't file self-assessment, but you've got tax relief, you've worked from home or you've bought something for your company and you are supposed to claim tax refund, how do you do it? So one of the things that you have to do is that it's possible for HMRC to adjust your tax code so that you pay less income tax through pay as you earn. This will allow you to take home a larger proportion of your salary and therefore get your expenses paid back in increments. However, to qualify, as you know, you must pay your tax through pay as you earn. You must not be file any self-assessment. The moment you file self-assessment, then they will ask you to file to claim. And then the amount that you are claiming as a tax refund should be up to 2,500. It should not be more than 2,500. So to arrange for relief through pay as you earn, you can arrange for that on through online, or you can call HMRC, or you can fill in form B87. And obviously, when you come to us, you can always get in touch with us. We will not charge you anything. Just contact us if you are due a tax refund, and we will send you the link so that you can go and claim your tax refund. Yeah. If you have any questions on how maybe you think, oh, you are due to claim a tax refund, but you don't know how to do it, just by all means get in touch with us and we'll be very happy to help you, to assist you. Yeah. We are going to look at the other method that you can claim your tax relief. Just bear with me. Okay, the other one is through self-assessment. You will normally be required to file self-assessment if, for instance, you are a self-employed or your income is above 100K, yeah, or you're an additional rate taxpayer. Let's say you have other income like property income, you have capital gains. I mean, any other thing that is beyond normal payroll. You know, if you're an employee but you fall into other categories, you will require to file self-assessment. We are not doing that today, but if you need clarification, you can always get in touch. We'll go through with you whether you are required to file or not. HMRC will normally write to you anyway. Yeah. If you've got a letter to file self-assessment and you don't know why, you can always contact us. We can help you to understand, give you the reason why maybe they've asked you to file a self-assessment. So if you file self-assessment, definitely you can claim tax relief through self-assessment. If you usually have to fill out a self-assessment tax return, you must use this to claim tax relief. You must also use self-assessment tax return if you are claiming for relief over 2,500. So if your relief is over 2,500, you cannot ask HMRC to amend your tax code. Yeah. And if you need more information how you can file self-assessment to claim your tax relief, definitely get in touch. We can help you to calculate your tax refund and it can help you to claim it as well. Okay. The next thing I want us to look at is what you're entitled to claim when you work from home. But before then, I want to share the summary of what we discussed so far. So just bear with me. Okay, so these are the summary points. You said on the screen, you said HMRC can adjust your tax code if you have a tax refund. And to qualify for this, you must never file self-assessment tax return, and then the income must be less than 2,500. Okay. Let's move on to what you can claim when you work from home. So that's what we are discussing. Tax relief when you work from home. From the screen, what I put there is that you may be able to claim tax relief for some of the bills. Yeah, for some of the bills you have to pay because you have to work from home and we want to go through those bills. You cannot claim for tax relief if you choose to work from home. So let's say the COVID is a bit flexible now and your employer will want you to come to work, but you say no, I want to work from home, that you are choosing to work from home. In that case, if it's not compulsory, I mean, if you can, let's say you are safe, it's safe for you to go to work, but you choose to work from home, then obviously you cannot claim the expenses. Having said that, there are other people, who even apart from the COVID, maybe I have some clients who travel all over the world. Maybe they represent their companies in different continents, so they travel. And normally, when they come back, they have to do the other work from home. And mostly, when we are preparing the tax return for them, we ask them to bring all the relevant expenses that they've incurred, and then we claim it from them. And most of the time, they get tax refund. Yeah. You can only claim for things to do with your work. For example, business telephone calls or extra cost of gas and electricity bill. So normally what we do is that we sometimes do some kind of prorating, yeah, based on the area that you use to work from your home. You can do some kind of prorate to get the exact amount that you're entitled to claim. You cannot claim for things that you use both for private and business. So for example, broadband, you know, it will be difficult to do the prorating. How would you know? So it's subject to discussion depending on your particular circumstance. Just um, I'm not going to just say it's common to. It depends on your particular expenditure. And like I said, if you are not sure, you can always get in touch and we can have a look because each expenditure has got different legislation and you can look at the legislation related to a particular expenditure and then guide you to claim it. Yeah. You will not need to keep from 6th of April, as you can see on the board, from 6th of April 2020, because you are working from home, you know, most especially with the COVID, most people are working from home, whether you like it or not, you're working from home. And you can easily claim, I mean, as long as you work from home, you can claim £6 per week and you can claim £26 per month. In this case, you don't need to keep any record. You are entitled to it. So you can either tell HMRC to amend your tax code or you can file a self-assessment and then claim the tax relief. Yeah. And yeah, like I said, you don't need to keep any record. If, however, your expenses is for working from home is above say £26 £5 per month and £6 per week, then definitely you will need to provide evidence before you can claim. Yeah. So let's see what we have on the screen. We are going to look at tax relief on buying equipment, but before then, I just want to emphasize that if you work at home voluntarily, that if you have agreed with the employer to work at home voluntarily, or you chose to work from home, you cannot claim. Yeah, so it's not compulsory, but you decided just to work from home. Then, obviously, because it's not a requirement to the work to your work, it will be difficult for you to claim. Yeah. Now let's look at the summary point for what we discussed, and then we go to the buying equipment. So let's see. Let me look on the screen. Okay, so I've already said that from 6th of April 2020, you can claim, as long as you're working from home, you can claim £6 per week and £26 per month. Yeah. Okay, we're looking at this a point on buying equipment. In most cases, you can claim tax relief on the full cost of substantial equipment. For example, a computer you have to buy to do your work. Yeah, if you have to buy, let's say, a laptop to do your work, you can claim relief on the full cost of that equipment. This is because it qualifies for a type of capital allowance called annual investment allowance. We are not going to go into that today, but this is just a brief awareness of what you can claim when you're working from home. These other points you can go into detail. Yeah. So all I want to emphasize is if you are working from home and you bought an equipment, you bought a laptop, or maybe you have to clear an area, just to use that as an office. You bought your desk equipment, office equipment to use to be able to work from home. Definitely, you can claim the full cost of those equipment. You cannot claim capital allowance for cars. So if you, let's say you bought a car, you know, capital allowance for cars, motorcycles or bicycle, you cannot claim capital allowance for that. But there's a different legislation for that, and we can look into that another time. Yeah. So I think that is what I wanted to discuss with you today. What else? Let me see what else I've got to share with you. If another thing I wanted to emphasize is assuming you have to buy an equipment and the employer gives you some of the money to pay to buy the equipment. Let's say you want to buy a computer for £1,000, your employer gives you £500, then which means your actual cost will be £500. So it's the £500 that you'll be able to claim and not the whole of £1,000. Yeah. I think I've gone through what I want to go through today. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and then we'll look at a few points, summary points, and then hopefully you can join us again tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to look at, so let me just stop sharing my screen first of all. Yeah. So we've gone through how you can claim, and we said self, through amending your tax code or through self-assessment. And we looked at what you can claim when you work from home. Yeah, that is, yeah, you can claim the expenses, or if you don't have any record, you can claim £6 per week or £26 per month. But if we say if you are claiming more, you don't need to keep record. If you are claiming £6 per week or £26 per month, if you are claiming more than £6 per week or £26 per month, then you need record to support your claim. And then we say the equipment. We say you can claim the full cost of the equipment, maybe computer, printers, office equipment to do your work. You can claim the full cost, or you need record. Yeah. And the reason why you can claim the full cost is that we got capital allowance. Here, it falls within the annual investment allowance. And I said we will look at that at another time. So once again, thank you very much for making the time to join us today. Tomorrow we're going to go into your travel cost and other how you can claim what you're entitled to claim. We might look at other allowable expenses tomorrow. So thank you once again for your time. I hope to see you again tomorrow.